top aide to Governor Cuomo has been charged in a massive bribery and kickback scheme.
Federal prosecutors say Joseph Percoco took hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes from companies wanting to do business in New York State. CBS News' Andrea Grymes live in Lower Manhattan with the story. Andrea.
Cindy and Mary, a news conference with the U.S. Attorney was expected to get underway at this hour here in Lower Manhattan. 9 people are now facing federal bribery and conspiracy charges, including a former top aide to both Mario and Andrew Cuomo. Governor Cuomo once described him as his father's third son. Today, federal prosecutors described Joseph Percoco as a criminal who abused his position as Andrew Cuomo's executive deputy secretary by seeking and accepting bribe payments from companies doing business with the state. The 80-page federal complaint details 2 bribery and fraud schemes in connection with the award of hundreds of millions of dollars in New York State contracts and other official state actions. In part of one scheme, Percoco and his wife are alleged to have received more than $315,000 in bribe payments from an energy company and Syracuse-based real estate developer. The upstate construction project used tax dollars to fund a solar panel plant and other facilities for high-tech firms. Much of it was the vision of Dr. Elaine Calleros, president of SUNY Polytechnic, who today is also facing federal charges as part of the Percoco complaint. Last year, Cuomo heaped praise on him.
Dr. Elaine Calleros, who sees things that mere mortals don't see and has economic visions that other mere mortals can't actually see.
But the feds would say those economic visions included lining his own pockets. The complaint says Calleros oversaw the application process for many of the state grants awarded under Buffalo Billion and similar programs. The feds allege he, along with defendant Todd Howe, helped rig the bidding process so Syracuse and Buffalo developers who paid bribes won contracts. Howe pleaded guilty to several federal crimes and is now cooperating with prosecutors. A big question now, what did Governor Cuomo himself know about any of this? The complaint specifically describes Percoco as, quote, one of the governor's closest advisors, a, quote, high-ranking senior and influential part of the governor's executive staff. Governor Cuomo had promised to cooperate fully in this probe. He also put his own watchdog in place. No word yet from the governor on these latest developments. Meantime, Percoco's attorney told the Times Union his client would be pleading not guilty, saying that he performed services honestly and within the bounds of the law at all times. We hope to hear from other defense attorneys here at the federal courthouse later this afternoon. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, Andrea Grymes, CBS 2 News.
Andrea, thank you.